Why am I doing this? Okay, welcome back to another episode. This is Pastor Divine. We're gonna be reacting to Crypt, okay? Crypt. He's a guy that I actually listen to a lot. I actually watch his reactions to see what he puts on. The reason why is he says he's a Christian. That's kind of why I'm watching this. Alright, so we're gonna get into this, okay? Have you guys ever had cocoa nibs? Not sponsored, but delicious. Alright. Intro. Alright, guys. Here we go. You guys think I'm gonna like it? I don't think I am. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
2:30 in the morning and I get a text from my friend. She said I need you right now, and I already knew what that meant. See, me and this girl, we think alike. Too many phone calls spent for me to know she's thinking about her life and how it's gonna end.
Already deep, dude. You go deep. Wow. Wow. I this is the first time I've ever listened to Crypt. There was no like soft start for this. This was more let's get to the point. The song's a serious song, so let's just get to the point. Wow. Wow, I gotta listen to more before I say anything, okay?
See, on the outside, we're happy, and we show it to the world, and we put on this fake exterior so the truth won't unfurl, but
I do agree with that. I actually do really agree with that. That a lot of people actually put this happiness on the outside, like I do. A lot of the time, I actually do that. And deep down inside, I'm just like, I am over this. Maybe not like suicidal, depression, or whatever. I mean, a little bit of depression. Very often, you know, that. But I have my ways to cope with that. Which is Jesus. Okay, that was cringy. Alright. I was actually watching on TikTok. And yes, I do have a TikTok. You guys want to follow me on that? I regret it, but I really... Political, actually. Very political on that. Funny though. Politically funny. But I saw a TikTok, and it was talking about, you know, how depression is shown. And it's like, oh yeah, someone seems happy. That doesn't always mean they're happy. Someone who excludes themselves from a group is usually running into, you know, depression or something like that. So, and it goes into all this detail. The basic point of that video was saying, no matter what it is, depression and hurt and pain is shown in many different ways. So you can expect it from anybody.
we're happy, and we show it to the world, and we put on this fake exterior so the truth won't unfurl, but I know who she is, cause it's like looking in a mirror. All these smiles and cries for help, and it couldn't be any clearer. So I pick up the phone and call her as she answers through her cries. She's hyperventilating, telling me that she wants to die. My heart starts to race and my thoughts begin to blur. We're 9 hours apart, but I'm seconds from losing her. I try to calm her down and tell her what she means to me. Even though we're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees. Told her, listen to my breaths, I'm right here, please.
I do hope that this did not happen. I do hope. But at the same time, to be that one friend that your friend goes to when they need help is a privilege, okay? I've worked with many kids who come over to me and they tell me their problems. And they always tell me that they don't ever tell their parents this, but they're willing to tell me. And that right there, I don't know how to say it, but it's an honor to be someone that these kids can trust when they need help, when they need advice, they hurt, they have pain, they're going through depression, they're being bullied. It's an honor to be that one person that they go to seek help and guidance. So Crypt, if you are that one person that your friends go to, that's a rare breed of human, okay? That is a rare breed of human. If you are that person that your friends go to, and they don't go to anyone else, but they go to you, I'm happy for that.
We're new friends, she's seen a side that no one sees. Told her, listen to my breaths, I'm right here, please breathe. You got so much left to do, stay here, don't leave. The cries got even louder as the breaths got short. I told her, listen to my words as I fell down to the floor. Stay with me, I'm here, let it out, it's okay. Just cry till you can't cry, no more tears down your face. A couple minutes went by and the crying finally stopped. But not because she did, because the phone call dropped. I called her back quick, just hoping I'd hear hello. But I just kept getting met with the sounds of those dial tones. I froze. What do you do in that moment? Do you call the police, or do you hope that she's over it? Get a hold of her parents and tell them the situation, just so they can pull her from college and end her aspirations. Leave it alone and hope it was just an escapade. Pray from a text from her in the morning saying that she's okay. Call anyone you know just to make sure that she's alive. Ignore it completely and pray to God that she survived. I let it go. She must have wanted to be alone. I guess that this was just another one of her episodes. She never told no one about this depression she dealt with. And who was I to air out her secrets? That would be selfish. So I lay down in my bed and I rested my head, closed my eyes and drifted peacefully to sleep. Then I dreamt that I would see her tomorrow and I would speak to her then, till I was woken to several missed calls and texts that she's dead. My heart broke. She downed a bottle of pills. She took them shortly after our call ended, and it felt surreal. She was a friend of many, a student athlete at her school, a daughter, a sister, a very special jewel. At the funeral, they told us that nobody had a clue that they could have saved her life, if only that they knew. And if someone at the funeral had ever felt depressed, to get some help so that your face won't ever end up in the press. There wasn't a dry face in the room, only 22 years old, an entire life in front of her, and now she's laying there cold.
Is her career more important than her life? Is another day to have your child beside you more important? I honestly feel like he actually went through this. I hope it didn't, but I do feel that it has. But those are things that I think many people need to realize, is that this materialistic world is going to piss you off. It's going to make you mad. It's going to bring you down. It's going to hit you hard. Our duty as Christian is to tell people about the everlasting love that he offers. I saw the rosary in her hand, and I assumed that she was Catholic. Now, I'm not saying that every Catholic is not a Christian, because then I have to say that not every Christian is a Christian. Suicide is one of those topics, big topics, that people don't like to talk about because we don't know the answer. My answer is this. There are moments in the midst of what you do, you regret it. You get pushed to a limit where if you take another step, it's over. But imagine the moment that you step over, you're falling. And you have that grace period before you hit the ground. And in your head, you regret it. You 100% regret it. That you let your emotions take over you. You didn't seek help. You couldn't take anymore. And it drove you to the end. And in that moment of grace, that you're falling in the air, you cry out to the Lord. Are you saved? Or are you not saved? My personal opinion is that you are saved. That many times through anger and this materialistic fleshly body, we get so caught up in the moment that we cannot control ourselves. And at the end, we regret it. My advice is that when you feel this way, you get on your knees and you confess it to the Lord. You accept the peace that he offers you, and you stop doing the stuff that either led you to that depression or hurt. And you go to that friend. In this case, Crypt. Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's that one teacher. You go to them. You seek help, and you do not let your emotions take over.
If only I'd called someone, we wouldn't be here now. And nobody would be sad and I wouldn't feel like I let her down. But that's not what happened, cause instead of going to bed, I called every person I knew to check to make sure you weren't dead. I stayed up 7 hours praying every second of it, just hoping to get a text saying that you weren't heaven sent. But then I got it. You told me that I had no right and blocked me on everything, and we ain't talked since that night. Was I a bad friend? Options? I had none. I guess I'd rather be a bad friend than a sad one.
I'm not going to get too personal with my life. All I'm going to say is that I have tried multiple times. And I will say also that what led to that moment and what stopped me were my friends. I had created this group of people that I was just overly loved by, and I loved. And we did everything together. And I brought these kids together, and they became friends. They went to each other's birthday parties. There was 2 friends that stopped being friends, and they stopped talking to each other. And when I came here to that school, I brought them together. And I always thought in my head, what would happen to them? What would happen? The kids that I worked with, what would they think? That always stopped me. Goodness. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Share this video. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more if you want to see more of Crypt. I'm going to react to some more of his music. That hit deep. That really did.